Are you part of the pattern or the one to break it? I feel like a lot of us were born into generational cycles that we refuse to break. We say, this is the way that it is. My family has always been this way. The relationships in my life has always been this way. I've always been this way. But are you just going to be a part of the pattern? Are you going to let these patterns and these cycles repeat themselves? Or are you going to be the one to break it? Are you going to be that black sheep, the one to break those generational curses? Are you going to be the one to break those toxic behaviors? Are you going to be the one to break the negative behaviors within your own life? Or are you going to let the pattern continue? You need to be the one to change. There's always one person in every single family. There's one person who needs to decide. Your bloodline has been waiting for somebody like you to wake up. A lot of people, they don't want to wake up. They don't want to be that black sheep because it's hard and it's difficult. It's difficult to be that person because you need to be different. You need to be the one to change. Whether in your family you have negative behaviors, you have negative cycles. There's constant arguing, yelling, fighting. There's no understanding. There's no communication. Are you going to be the one to break it? Are you going to be the one to say, and this is enough. I've had enough of this behavior. And are you going to be the one to say, I'm done. This is enough. We need to change. You need to stick up and you need to say something because you just let it happen over and over again. You just say, that's how it is. My family has always been like that. It is what it is. But are you going to be the one to want change? You want a healthy relationship with your family, with your parents, with your siblings, but you don't want to break those patterns. You don't want to break those cycles because you know that it's uncomfortable. You know that the conversations you need to have are going to be uncomfortable and they're going to be difficult. Your parents are not going to understand. They're going to yell at you. They're going to scream at you, telling you that you don't know anything. You came from them. You're just their kid, whatever it is. But you need to reason with them and you need to be the one to break that cycle. You need to break the cycle. You can't let these patterns happen over and over again, whether it's in your family, with your relationships, your friendships, and especially with ourselves. I feel like we let patterns in our own life happen too often because at the end of the day, the only pattern that we can really control is the pattern within our own life. Yes, we can try as much as we can within our families, within our friendships and our relationships, but it always takes two. It takes you and another person to want that change to happen. But with yourself, you can control all of it. A lot of us, we fall into negative cycles, negative behaviors within our life. Whether it's addictions, bad health, self-destructive behaviors, I don't know what it is. A lot of us, we fall into these patterns and these behaviors, these cycles that we don't ever break. We just let them happen over and over again. Whether you're dealing with addiction, you are clean for X amount of weeks, X amount of months, but then you fall back. You fall back into those cycles again and again. I don't know what cycle or pattern is happening in your life. You go to the gym consistently for 2 weeks and then you fall off. You fall off and you go down that rabbit hole. You eat unhealthy. You just lose yourself again. You are dealing with an addiction to weed, an addiction to alcohol, lust, whatever it is. You are clean for X amount of time, but then you go back and you repeat these cycles and you repeat these patterns. You go back, you realize, I've had enough, I need change. And then eventually you fall back into it. You need to choose and you need to show up every single day, because I know how it feels to be clean from something, to walk away from something, just to walk right back. Just to a few days later, a few weeks, months later, you walk back. The cycle just continues and continues. But you need to choose to walk away even when everything is telling you to go back. You really want to go back, but you need to keep on walking. You need to keep on running. You need to be the one to say, this is enough. I need to break this pattern. I need to be the one to break this cycle. Because there are a lot of things that are a pattern within our lives. We can identify patterns in many different things. We have a good stretch of days and then we fall back into our toxic behaviors. We fall back into our self-destructive behaviors. With a relationship, you're always going back to another person. You tell this person, we shouldn't see each other anymore. But then when you get lonely, when you find another person and they're not the same, you go back. It's always a pattern. You get together and then you talk about it. You're like, hey, this is unhealthy. We shouldn't be together anymore. We should go no contact. We shouldn't see each other again. But then a couple weeks later, you're in your bed, you're missing them, you shoot them that text. And then that cycle repeats again and again. It's like this with anything in your life. What pattern, what cycle do you know that is unhealthy, that you know that you need to break? You need to be the one to break the pattern. Are you going to keep repeating it? Are you going to keep falling into it? Or are you going to be the one to break it?